You're still raw dogging your Gundams? I know exactly what you're gonna tell me. You don't customize because it's too expensive and you don't want to mess your Gundam up. When you hear customize, you're probably thinking Gundams that took hundreds of hours and weeks of prep work, but that's simply not the case. So forget the airbrush, forget the fancy tools, and forget the headaches. Just grab yourself some acrylic paint and a toothpick. Of course, paintbrushes are useful here, but I wanted to highlight how simple it is with just a toothpick. This is going to make it a lot easier to paint those Gundam eyes and other small circles around the kit. Battle damage like this is easier than you think to produce. You're just going to need a pencil. If you're able to get a can of top coat, this will help, but you don't need it. I'm using a special kind of pencil, but you can do this with the cheap 99-cent store pencil. These little tapping motions I'm doing are creating chips to make it look like weather or dust or dings have been hitting the armor. A low cost and mess free way to achieve that weathered look. So if that level of damage isn't enough for you, you can take it to the next level. All you're gonna need is a sponge. You're gonna take that same acrylic paint from earlier. You're gonna rip off a little piece of your sponge, dip the sponge in the paint and blot most of it off, then gently tap that sponge along your kit. If you combine both these chipping methods that I showed, you can get a really rugged look going. Now you don't have an excuse to keep barebacking your Gundam.
Hey yo, what the